So it's far from Bermuda. Nowhere close to Bermuda. Right?
This is not Bermuda.
Nowhere close.
Nowhere close.
So I'm down here in Navarre, Florida. Came down here for a little impromptu last summer vacation before school really gets into high gear. And we had a customer in the area, Mr. Jeff. Say hi to everybody, Jeff.
Hey guys.
First and foremost, Jeff is active military.
I am.
He is in the Air Force, so thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
And his wife is former military. Am I saying that right?
Veteran. Yes.
She is.
Veteran. Yep.
She is a veteran. So thank you both for your service, first and foremost. So what's cool about this is he has. Well, here I'll let you just kind of tell the history of your lawn and walk us through it.
So we bought the house in 2015, and they had laid down the Centipede sod, which is, I guess, a quick go-to for the contractors to lay it down. So when they did that, I never really paid attention to the watering cycles, and then it burned up. So after a couple of years,
the sod that they put in.
The sod that they put in, yeah, it all burned up. So after a couple of years, went to Lowe's. I'd get some seed, and I was laying this seed down, a commercial grade seed. I don't even know what kind it was.
You were just grabbing whatever,
just
right?
grabbing whatever, yeah. Something that would just, germinate quickly, and I would have a full yard.
Yeah.
So when I did that, it would look great. In about a week, it was up. It started growing, perfect. And then I forget to water, and then all of a sudden it would just burn to a crisp.
Burn away.
Burn away.
Yeah.
Yep. So this year I decided to do something different. I decided to lay sod down, and this is Centipede sod.
Yeah.
So I've been paying more attention to watering cycles and how to properly care for the yard now. So,
yeah.
And this is where I'm at.
Yeah. So I was out here looking at it earlier, and it's funny, when I first pulled up, he goes, all right, first impressions. And honestly, first impressions is this, for being newly installed just back in the spring, this is looking really good, because I'm looking at neighbors' yards like this one across the way. Over there, it's thinned out, it's got weeds in it, and you've put no herbicide on this yard, right?
None, no.
None at all. So there's hardly any weeds to speak of. It's still new, so it's still establishing itself. We're driving roots, and it's filling in really good. But so you reached out to us, and you were curious about the product and all that kind of stuff, and we laid out a program for you. So break that down for us a little bit.
Yeah, so you put me on, the yearly schedule of what I should put down monthly. It slows down November, December timeframe, January. That's our coldest months. But I'm sticking to the plan that you guys sent me. So I've been laying down that plan once a month, sticking to that, and this is the result of that, and that is it. There's no other chemicals or no other products being put on the grass right now. It's just straight N-Ext Products.
Just the N-Ext Products.
Yep.
And it's looking really good, man. And you do suspect that, we were talking earlier, you do suspect that we got a little red thread going on?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can tell right here there's some red thread growing in. I don't know what's going on there, but you can tell that, it needs to be detached.
Yeah.
But the liquid detached I've been putting down, it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
I'm going to continue to do it.
No, I think it's looking good, man.
Not bad. It's like when I forget to water it.
That's when you suffer?
That's, you can tell, like in certain places, it like dries out. Like
Yeah.
especially back there, because my sprinkler doesn't reach all the way back there. And I'm not worried about
Do you have an irrigation system, or are you just busting out an
No,
old
I have
school
a
sprinkler?
tripod, man.
Oh, okay.
So I use that.
That's what you're using to irrigate with?
Yeah.
So collectively, this is, you said 1,000 right here and on the side?
Yeah, this area and a little small portion on the side is roughly a little under 1,000 square feet. So two pallets of sod and a couple pieces that I grabbed over from Lowe's. So,
and very easily managed. So
the stuff on the side there, that has to do with what was there before.
Yeah.
And the way that they put this sod down, like you can tell they ran out of sod, and so they stopped it
Right there.
So I had
Yeah,
to,
you can
like,
tell a height difference for sure.
had to match it up.
So he just told me that this right here is what the front yard used to look like. He had ripped out everything in the front, and you were hauling it and just kind of getting rid of it, right?
Yes, I was, and I got tired of throwing it out.
I bet.
I just left it.
You just left, that was the last load of it right there. So he's like, I'm done, I'm staying right here. But it's just kind of interesting to see that this is what it used to look like and where it's at now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put his program that we laid out for him, I'm gonna put that in the description box so everybody can see what we've laid out for him. And if you have a Centipede lawn, that is a good blueprint for you, but you have to keep in mind, he's 12 months. He's all year round. December, January slows down a little bit, but you're still kind of going strong. But so just keep that in mind when you look at the program. And yeah, thanks for letting me stop by and geek out over your yard.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
It looks awesome, man.
Thank you.
Huge thank you to Jeff and his wife for letting me stop by and nerd out over their grass. That's something I really enjoy doing, and hopefully we'll get to do some more of that in the near future. Centipede is a warm season grass, so it's mostly going to grow during the warmer months through spring and summer. It's also the most sensitive out of the warm season grasses when it comes to colder weather. Another characteristic about centipede grass is its root system is relatively shallow, so if you're going through periods of drought or you just haven't had rain in a while, you really got to dial in and get on top of your watering game. If centipede does experience some kind of drought or any kind of stress, it can recover quickly from that. Unlike my Bermuda, centipede doesn't really go into a true winter dormancy. Now, in milder climates, it can stay green through the winter. And because it has that lack of winter dormancy, when it does go into the winter months, that's when it can be more susceptible to some sort of damage. So all the more reason to try and keep on top of your fertility and nutrient program. You don't want to overseed it with ryegrass like what you would do with a Bermuda lawn. And the reason for that, the ryegrass and the centipede, it could get into a competition with each other. And because centipede has that shallow root system, it could weaken it and cause some damage. So don't overseed it with rye. And of all the warm season grasses, Bermuda, St. Augustine, zoysia, centipede has the slowest growth rate. When you're cutting centipede grass, your height of cut should be between about 1.5 to 2 inches. Centipede does not like a whole lot of nitrogen, so if you go to overload it, you could be opening up yourself to some disease problems. And once you have centipede established, it takes very little fertilizer to maintain it, which is why N-Ext products are such a great fit, because our inputs are low. So there you go, there's centipede grass and how to use the N-Ext products on it in a nutshell. Hopefully by now you know the spiel. If you got any other questions, leave those in the comments section below. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video, share it out, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell to get notifications for every time I upload a new video. Keep on keeping on, my lawn care brothers and sisters from other misters, and I will catch you next time, maybe on your lawn. We'll see. Peace.